You cancel plans and feel relief in your body before guilt even has a chance to show up. That's not an accident. You scroll past photos of crowded rooms, loud nights, people proving they're having fun, and you don't feel jealous, you feel calm. While the world rushes out into noise and movement, you're at home, on the couch, with a book, a show, a project, or just your own thoughts. And for the first time all week, your body finally exhales. People ask what you did over the weekend, and you say, nothing much. But that's not true. You recharged. You existed without performing. You lived in a space where you didn't have to explain yourself. So here's the real question. Why does the place everyone else can't wait to escape feel like the only place you can actually breathe? If you love staying home, you're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not missing out. Your nervous system has simply learned that home is where regulation happens. And that's not a flaw. That's intelligence. There's a version of you that only exists at home. Not the one that manages energy in social settings. Not the one that smiles through small talk. Not the one that performs competence or likability. At home, you don't have to translate yourself. Your brain drops its guard. Your body stops bracing. For some people, that version feels like the most honest one. And this often starts earlier than you realize. Maybe you were the kind of kid who needed silence to process the day. Maybe emotions around you were loud or unpredictable, and your room became the only place where you could control your inner world. Maybe you learned early that being around people required more energy than you had to give. So you built a sanctuary, and your nervous system never forgot it. Loving home isn't about rejecting life. It's about protecting your capacity to live it well. Some people recharge through stimulation. Others recharge through stillness. Every interaction, even a good one, costs energy. And home is where that energy comes back. People who love staying home often have rich inner worlds. You think deeply, you notice subtleties, you feel at a different frequency, and the world is loud, visually overwhelming, socially demanding. So home becomes maintenance, not escape. The people who judge you for it usually need constant noise to feel okay. They borrow energy from the outside world. You generate it internally. That's not apathy, that's self-sufficiency. There's also the attachment piece. If love once felt conditional, unpredictable, or performance-based, your nervous system learned something important. Consistency equals safety. Home doesn't change its mood, it doesn't withdraw approval. It doesn't ask which version of you is acceptable today, so you orient toward it, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. And here's the difference most people miss. You're not antisocial, you're selectively social. You know which connections fill you up and which ones drain you. You've decided your energy matters. In your 20s, this can feel like you're doing life wrong. By your 30s, it feels like self-respect. You stop apologizing. You stop pretending you want things you don't. You realize the quiet life you built, the one no one documents, is the one that actually feels true. Home is your sensory anchor. You control the light, the sound, the pace. For sensitive or introverted nervous systems, predictability isn't boring, it's regulating. This is where you think clearly, where boredom turns into creativity, where rest turns into clarity, where you remember who you are after the world asked you to be everything else. You don't need crowds to feel alive. You don't need constant novelty to feel fulfilled. You find meaning in small, quiet things most people rush past. And that doesn't photograph well, but it fills you in ways noise never could. So no, you're not missing out. You're not wasting your life. You're not broken for preferring peace over performance. You've simply learned what your nervous system needs, and you chose to honor it. That's not weakness, that's wisdom.